Hello and welcome to Sound of Hope News. I'm Liam O'Neill and here is your June 23rd China Brief. Mass surveillance in China more exhaustive than previously known. Tesla vehicles temporarily banned in parts of China. More fallout from the Tangshan beating incident. Record flooding in southern China. China's surveillance state is growing and more invasive than previously known. The authoritarian regime wants to collect personal data and control over Chinese people's lives. It not only builds the world's largest police-run DNA database, but collects voice prints from the general public based on advanced facial recognition technology. The New York Times analyzed over 100,000 government procurement documents furnished by the Asia Society's ChinaFile over a 12-month period and compiled perhaps the most comprehensive report yet on China's surveillance infrastructure. There are several major revelations of the investigation. Most of the world's surveillance cameras are in China, and many of them, if not all, are connected to facial recognition software, and they're just about everywhere. They regularly catch criminals, which also include political dissidents. Phone tracking devices are almost equally pervasive. They track people's movements and establish patterns. Identities of a phone owner are easily known, in part through the phone's apps. In one case, users of a Uyghur to Chinese translation software are specifically tracked because of their assumed Uyghur identity. The report also contributed to mounting evidence of DNA, iris, and voice data collection for every Chinese national, not just criminals. The first region-wide iris database was constructed around 2017 in Xinjiang. The contractor later won bids to construct similar facilities throughout the country. A document from the local government of Tangshan City revealed that local police ordered devices to record and analyze audio within a 600-foot radius from cameras. For the months of July and August, Tesla vehicles will be banned from Beidaihe. That's the Chinese Communist Party's highly secured seaside meeting area. Every summer, top brass from the CCP gather there for a summer meeting, though the dates are never published. Reuters reported the ban on June 20th, citing a local traffic official. In an interview with Sound of Hope on June 21st, Fan Shiping, a professor at the Institute of Political Science at National Taiwan Normal University, said that the CCP is concerned that Tesla could gather information about the meeting and relay it back to the United States. Quote, "This will obviously impact sales of Tesla's cars in China." This isn't the first time Tesla cars have been temporarily banned. It happened in parts of Sichuan province when Xi Jinping was visiting there, and last year the Chinese military banned the electric vehicles from military complexes, citing security concerns over their cameras. Eric Cheney, an economic advisor at the Paris-based Institute Montaigne, tweeted, "I wonder how the US and the EU would consider importing cars from China with driving assistance systems if the Chinese Communist Party suspected that Teslas might be used as spying devices." Veteran China expert Bill Bishop made a similar point, tweeting, "This is very indicative of how the security agencies in the PRC are linking cars to surveillance and data dissemination. Not good for overseas exports of PRC vehicles." Professor Fan Shiping compared it to the CCP's excessive epidemic prevention. He said, "The CCP has never based its policies on the rights of the people, but only on the stability of its regime." This is the fourth time in 2 weeks that we've reported on Tangshan City in north-central China, the scene of a vicious attack of several women caught on surveillance video. The official account seems less and less credible. The Public Security Department from Hebei province announced several findings. 2 of the 4 victims checked out of the hospital already, but the other two are still recovering from, quote, minor injuries. But medical reports reveal that the minor injuries include fractures in the skull, cheekbones, ribs, and pelvis. And this was according to Phoenix.com, one of China's many state-run media. This isn't just a normal government cover-up. Several police officers have been let go. The case was transferred to a nearby municipality, and at least one lawyer was barred from representing the case. The recovering victims are heavily guarded in the hospital, while the two others haven't been seen. But maybe the strangest of all, the barbecue restaurant where the incident occurred has reportedly been demolished. Of course, the surveillance video has also been scrubbed from social media. As more unfolds, we'll continue to report back. It's rainy season again in China, and 85 rivers in several southern provinces have hit record flooding levels. Mr. Chiu of Songxi County told Sound of Hope reporters on June 21st, people need to travel by kayak. 30 or 40 newer homes collapsed, and all of the old mud houses have collapsed entirely and flooded away. According to official reports, 17,000 households are without power. Some local governments have activated the highest emergency response level. Mr. Huang of Shaoguang City told Sound of Hope the farmlands are all basically flooded, causing significant losses. And that's all we have for you today. See you tomorrow for more China Briefs.